It's time for queer dating advice from a bartender and Kevin. What do I call you? I don't know what to like.
I'm Kevin.
No.
They know me. They get it.
They do know you. They ask for you,
Yeah.
and it bothers me.
And here I am.
But no, and you asked to be here. Yet to have ever had me on any of your shit. You got a fuzzy. Look at me. Look at me.
Really?
You look so much better without glasses. Could you stop? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to an episode of MikeMGTV. Kevin's back. Congratulations. You guys all got what you wanted. I'm so excited to be. What is happening there?
They're getting what they wanted, baby.
I'm so excited to be upset at some point in this video because your mouth is scathing.
Oh, my mouth does more than just scathing, you know
I was waiting for it. But I brought Kevin over to help me give some queer dating and relationship advice that you guys submitted. Talk to my big brother.
I was being incredibly conceited. I just wanted my
I went to go
titties
move the
to
chair
show.
down and your butt has gotten bigger.
Yeah.
Like I almost grabbed a full piece.
Why would you do that? Without asking?
But I went to go grab the lever to bring the chair down a little bit. And I almost grabbed the full, oh my God, Kevin. I'm being very careful. I have to go around it. Guys, I'm gonna make you a puppet. Kevin, do you have any experience in dating and relationships? Because you know I'm an expert.
I do, kind of. I unfortunately suffer from being incredibly avoidant. And so, whenever my relationships work out, it's because the other person is doing 100% of the legwork. But outside of that, I'm a girl's girl. I'm ready to give good advice. I am your friend. I will be honest with you. I will say the same thing to your face and to your back.
I'll lie to you. I'll lie to you and tell you what I'm supposed to say because of public perception. And we're on the internet. So I'll tell you that you're perfect and don't ever change yourself and find somebody with trust and honesty. But that's not true. You gotta find somebody by lying and deceiving. Okay, you gotta put a hole in that condom, lock that man down, get them to pay those bills. As someone who hasn't had a relationship in over a decade, and as someone who's only ever had one relationship with a woman for 5 years, I've never dated a man because I don't trust men and women don't trust me, and who has a past trauma and no experience really in knowing how to like properly communicate, I actually, believe it or not, give great advice when it comes to relationships.
Okay. Whenever someone's like, I don't trust man, it's like, you are a man.
That's why I don't trust men. It's easy. That's why.
Like, I don't know. It's like the problem bursting in through the front door being like, you guys, why is everyone so angry I'm here? I don't know.
I don't trust me in relationships because of the male things that come up.
Your desk is sticky. Thank God it's alcohol stuff and not anything else.
You'd be so lucky. I'm actually going for a year sober. Did you know? I'm 2 months in.
That's, honestly, congratulations. That's really difficult. I'm proud of you.
I'm actually looking to have like other sober content
Are we gonna
creators on this
start
channel.
the episode anytime soon?
No.
Okay.
You're right. I'll just stop and get into it because what's it called when you just keep talking and like about anything and it doesn't have anything to do with the topic?
Oh, being annoying.
Tangenting. I tangent like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
That's also the ADHD.
You got the weave going, I see.
Alright, so let's start on YouTube.
YouTube. Can you refer me? I need that referral bonus.
What are you talking about?
The Chase credit card referral bonus? That's a lot of money.
They closed both of my cards. I basically paid my drug dealer's mortgage on a house, and I'm in an apartment like, what do I do? That's crazy. I literally did. I bought a house basically, and I sniffed the whole thing.
Have you really never been in a relationship with a man?
Never.
And yet you have the audacity to hold a rainbow flag on your bio?
What are you talking about?
I've opened up your YouTube. The audacity?
I was paid for that. I'm gay for pay.
And poor.
But yeah, no, I've never been in a relationship with a man. I really don't trust men. You know what it is? I don't actually emotionally like men. I have to men. But I can't emotionally get there with men for whatever reason. Apparently it's because of trauma.
I do think you also have just real shitty friends.
No, I just don't like men. I've already ordered McDonald's. I wanted to get here and be warming in my bed. And you're taking up space? Let me hold your finger when I say this. You cannot take up space in my house. Get out. I also can't have sex sober. That's something I learned. Apparently that has to do with a lot.
That's trauma, baby. Hold on, well, who are you talking to?
And people.
You're on apps.
I tried apps and then I got off the apps.
Baby, touch some grass. Go meet a person.
I don't like them.
Well, there's our problem.
Yeah.
You're the problem.
You're the closest man that's been to me in months, and I can't wait for you to leave.
That explains the smell. That explains the smell. I walked in, I said, uh-oh.
Does it really smell? It's not for the guy. Does it really? Does it really smell?
No.
I'm wearing socks that I haven't washed in days.
Ding.
And I've worn them every single day. Kevin literally goes, that vape smells like dirty socks. I'm like, baby.
I shouldn't have given you so much credit.
I top of spaghetti.
Stupid. You're not gonna be able to.
What?
It's not what's gonna happen.
What did you say?
You're getting all close. This bus stop is closed for business.
Okay, you all see that? Now after I Kevin, I'm gonna come on here and be like, I got you, girl.
You'd be so fucking lucky. And then after you'd be like, oh my god, he's different.
How does an introvert in their healing era attempt dating without letting their anxiety get in the way?
I'm sorry, your healing era?
What? I'm in my healing era.
Let's calm down. I'm going in hard and fast. Okay.
Please do.
What was the previous era that you actively chose to be in, and why is this one your healing one now? If you're not trying to make yourself better each day, then like,
you.
No,
Kevin.
no.
You. Maybe they have a
point?
traumatic thing that happened to them. You know what happened to this person's life. They're not just sitting here being like, I'm not trying not to eat cookie dough every day.
Bettering yourself is a process that we all go through and we try each day.
And here he is doing that, and you're shaming them.
100%.
Kevin.
In all seriousness though, as an introvert, I like to bring people to me. So like, I just moved in a new space, and before I didn't have a roommate I wanted people to be around. Like, it made me anxious and it wasn't fun to like have people over. So what I'm doing now is, I was able to move into a new place that has much better vibes, and I literally just bring people to me. You bake some cookies,
But where do you
have
find
some
those
chips.
people? Where do you find those people? On apps?
As an I mean, like, I'm very privileged in the way that I can like hit someone up on Instagram and usually they respond. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I want to leave.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you not have that same experience?
I don't know.
Oof.
No, I don't try. I do not be hitting people up on Instagram DMs. I did when I was on drugs. I did have a question on TikTok earlier when I was live. Someone was like, how is an introvert who also hates the apps meet people? And I'm like, I don't know.
What are they, like, who likes the apps?
Exactly. I said,
I feel-
my advice for that was, what about like social clubs that are like more your speed? Or like, what about other websites
Yeah.
that are like, or mixers for people that are like common, because what do you do?
I think you have to like find a hobby. I think like
You gotta work on you, not like find a solution. You gotta like, that's a you problem that you kinda gotta fix if you wanna meet somebody.
for sure.
And that's tough, that's hard to say because I know that battle. I've been a recluse for a whole year.
Being a little hard ass, like, do something. At some point, you do need to put your big boy pants on and like go outside and like tell someone that you think they're attractive and that you should like get dinner sometime.
Yes, but you don't have to go straight to 100.
No, of
do
course
little
not.
baby steps.
Yeah.
Or like I said, it doesn't have to be a bar. It doesn't have to be something that's like overly sensatory. Is that a
Okay,
word? Sensatory?
You're close enough.
Great. It could be somewhere that's like more your speed. Somewhere where you feel like you fit in. A club. Something where that you have like common personal interests.
Yeah.
Something like that. You see, that's great advice. I would never follow that advice. I would just be like, I'm alone.
Yeah, and look at you now.
We're alone.
If you have no faith in yourself, how are you gonna have faith in anybody else?
Thank you. Can I get an amen?
No.
How do you deal with loneliness on Valentine's Day as a sober person whose friends are all going bar hopping? Mama, you could date yourself that night. Have a date. Let me say it first, and then you can have your turn. Have your own date. Go, do the things you want to do. Get a movie that you want to see, or go to the movies. Get treats. Make a snack. Get comfortable. Literally, you could take yourself on a date. That's what I would do. I'm gonna be spending Valentine's Day getting myself a box of insomnia cookies. I have a new anime I want to start, and I got a brand new pair of PJs.
That sounds delightful. I agree with all of that.
Hey.
Also, Diva, you might need better friends.
What do you mean?
If you're a sober person and your friends are going out actively like without you, I think that's a little bit of a red flag. I mean, I may be projecting. They could be very like welcoming and happy and good in like a sober space, and then on Valentine's Day they're going. If you should have friends that support your like sober journey, because that shit's hard to do.
Yes, but can I say this as somebody who's like being yes, however, there's a difference between support and then now your decisions dictating someone else's choices and actions. They should be able to go to the bar and have fun as long as they're not completely not like neglecting you. Your friends can go out and do your own thing. That's not what they're saying. Relax.
I understand. If I'm right and that's the case, those friends might not be the best girls.
Well, yeah, but if it's all the time, but I don't think this is an all the time thing. That's not what I'm getting. For example,
I'm assuming it is.
I still have a lot of friends that mainly go in the bar, and I'm doing my work on meeting new people that don't really only surround themselves with that. I do keep the other friends too, because I'm not expecting anybody to change their lifestyle. I'm just choosing not to go.
Wouldn't it be nice if, like, occasionally someone who usually spends all their time in a bar said, oh, actually, let's do something that's not involving alcohol?
I think you're having a personal grudge that you're taking out right now, and I do agree with you. I do agree. I think
this is meeting someone in the middle, because sober people like deserve that extra attention sometimes.
Yeah, but then it's also on that's a you responsibility thing. Like when I go sober, that's on my responsibility to go make sober friends, but not police other people's actions.
There's a difference. I'm not telling you to police. I'm saying that your friends should have maybe an awareness that your inability to go out could change their behavior a little bit. Like I'm not saying every time we now need to spend indoors because but why baby can't handle their alcohol. I'm saying, like, every once in a while it'd be cool if friends like we're like, oh, you know what, we were gonna go out, but do you want to see this movie with us?
I need you to spark notes this, Kevin. I need you to spark notes this.
It was, and then you argued with me. You as a sober person are fighting for people to not hang out with you because your responsibility is to be sober and only yours.
But I'm saying
there's no community involved.
I'm saying no, there is community involved, and that should be a thing that would be great. However, I'm also saying the other side of the coin, how when you make a personal decision for you, that's not a personal decision for other people. Let me finish this. If they want to go out, you know what else you could do? You could go out too and just not drink. If you're at the stage where sobriety's somewhere that's under control. If it's not and you gotta stay home, hey baby, listen, you know, you gotta stay home. As long as your friends are sometimes making time for you, and this is the night where they wanna go off, that's fine too. We're doing a whole sober battle right now, and the person just wants to know what the fuck they could do. We're just fighting.
Yeah, I don't know why you're going so hard. I spoke my piece.
I hate you so much. How the shit do I date people while being asexual?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't actually understand asexual lifestyle. I don't get it.
That depends on the other person's situation too. That depends on your own special relationship. Like, you could be open in the sense of if that person fulfills you romantically and then they can have somebody else maybe on the side that fulfills them only physically or whatever that means. That means that you're gonna have your own personal special relationship that you have to establish is what you want for not only you, but the partner that you bring into the relationship.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay. Being ace to me is like being a furry, where I'm like, I see it and I'm like, hey, great job. But I just don't like emotionally connect with it in any way. I'm just like, oh, cool, okay.
But just because you can't like emotionally like connect with it doesn't mean you can't try to have like not even empathy but sympathy, my guy.
Oh, I have empathy, but I don't know how to date people while you're ace.
That's literally the exact opposite definition of empathy. Empathy is an understanding of what that's like. Sympathy is what you have. You have sympathy, not empathy.
Like a knife, diva.
Any idea on how to date women? I'm a femme bi guy, and it's hard to have people not take me seriously. They think I'm DL, but no, I'm a man who likes both sides of gender spectrum, and in between. Guys, y'all gotta learn how.
There needs to be punctuation.
I'm just so dyslexic. It's crazy. I'm trying so hard. Biphobia is dumb. Also, love your videos. Thank you very much. So, here's what I'm coming to learn. You can't control other people. Stop trying to get other people to validate who you are. Just be it. If they want to think you're gay, let them think you're gay. You gotta find a girl that's gonna be comfortable with it. It's hard because what I've come to find is maybe the best kind of girl for a femme bi guy to be with is a bi girl who gets what you're going through, who gets the queer lifestyle, who when people say these things to, it's not gonna cause more insecurities. They're gonna understand it and be able to blow that off. Girls who aren't in the queer community are more likely to maybe get upset by things they hear, or it may make them uncomfortable in the relationship, and they're gonna have concerns about your sexuality and all that. And the straight guys, who gives a shit? All I'm basically saying is at the end of the day, you gotta stop worrying about convincing other people and just open up your horizons to find somebody that best matches you for your current situation.
Yeah, I think what would help you understand what women want is being more friends, like finding more women friends.
No, baby. This is the mistake that all the bi kids make in high school. You become friends with all the girls and then you're like their brother.
As a man adult, when gay men don't know enough women, you can tell, and there is a misogynistic vibe even from the gays that permeates, and women can see it from a mile away. I'm not saying you're gay, I'm saying that
that's not you. Like, I think you're getting like this is making it seem like gay men don't hang out with women. This is in this town, baby. This town is terrible. This town is a bubble. We're in La La Land, mama.
I still think that gay men don't hang out with women.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
How many, like, so, like, you know a ton of women?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and all your gay friends know a ton of women?
No, not in this town.
What? My advice to this would be maybe knowing more women would put you in a perspective where you understand the situation you're in a little bit better and you can navigate those conversations with women easier, so you can just kind of like, you know, get your rocks off a little bit easier.
Or maybe like be friends with more straight men.
Who wants that?
I know, but that might be
Who's
the answer.
that for?
But Diva, that might be the answer. Because girls are going to tell you the way that you should talk to girls, but that's not the way they really want to be talked to. They want to be choked to and disrespected a little bit. They do. They do. They do. What do you do when you and your partner have contradicting love languages?
Man, no idea, baby. This is why my last relationship didn't work out. You're
Really?
on your own, kid. Yeah.
Really? What's your love language?
Sitting quietly on the couch and doing nothing?
Personal time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's personal time and then like connection.
Quality time.
Quality time. There it is.
But not personal time. I'm
why
like,
does
wait.
it sound like?
It sounds wrong.
Yeah. So it's like when someone wants a gift, I'm like, why?
Yeah. Like that gift, I'm gonna like lose it. I mean, a nice gift on like Valentine's Day or my birthday or like the Christmas cute, but like gifting doesn't really make me like, that doesn't really make me love you more. It's appreciated. Physical touch, great. I feel like I need to appreciate that more as somebody who's like gonna be a monogamous person because I can't be open. I don't have the ability. I will freak out.
Oh, you're insecure.
I'm not no. I have an idea of what I want in a relationship, and I don't want to settle for anything less. I was also shared for a majority of my life when I didn't want to be shared, and that trauma makes me never want to be shared again. So.
Okay. So you're insecure.
Don't be that kind of person. Don't be the person that shits on monogamy.
No, of course not. I'm just saying you're insecure.
And yes, am insecure.
There it is, ladies.
However,
did we answer your question? Is that all we need?
No. You're trying to correlate monogamy with people who are insecure.
No. I'm trying to correlate people who are insecure with you. I think monogamy is great and wonderful if that's what you want.
Yes.
But you're also saying, you just told a story about how you were traumatized about being passed around.
Yep.
So now monogamy is the only option.
Yep.
That's leading through insecurity. That's not leading through your personal taste. It sounds like you don't know what your true personal taste is because you let other people dictate the relationship.
No, I also don't know what I want because I haven't been in a relationship. At this point, would foresee myself only being able to comfortably be in a monogamous situation because of personal life experience.
Nothing wrong with that. Man, you're insecure.
What to do when you live in a state that has virtually no dating options and you can't move, turning 28 soon and never had a boyfriend.
Sorry, bud.
I like you.
Again, okay, I can't stress enough though, genuinely, find a hobby. Like, as stupid as it sounds, like a knitting circle will change your life.
But they want a boyfriend.
But these are the steps. These are the f***ing steps. You can't just build a house without the foundation. You can't like know what's happening.
Say that word again one more time.
You can't build a house without the foundation.
That's not what you said.
What did I say?
Foundation.
Oh, did I like stutter a little bit?
I hated it.
Yeah, well. Start with friends, start with community, and then like build out from there. Because it's really hard just to go to 0 to 60, especially when there's no one in your town.
I will give you the fact that that is like a building block to a much bigger picture. What Kevin is doing is making you more comfortable in being in spaces where you will inevitably find somebody that you're going to be compatible with enough to date so that you don't need to use the apps. You can find it in your community. You're right.
That's like the thesis of like everything I've been saying lately, and you're just on my ass.
Because it's
my
like,
very, very perky large ass.
It's perky large. I've been single for quite a few years. I look at friends in relationships and think, how nice. Then one cheats on the other, or money problems, or a petty dispute causes a breakup. And I think to myself, and that's why I'm glad I'm single.
I've been thinking about this a lot recently. Like, what is the line in the sand that determines relationship and friendship? Like, because I have a lot of really, really good friends that I'm not in a relationship with, but I could be in a relationship with. And what is that line? Like, what is the difference between...
Intimacy.
Well, I'm f***ed my friends before.
Well, physical and intimacy, different things. What friends have you f***ed?
I'm not telling you.
I thought you said you only f*** people that respect you. Your friends don't respect you. I also will say, I feel like when people do that, when they see other relationships fail, it's kind of a way to like convince yourself that you're fine. When in actuality, you still probably want relationships. You just see the negatives and think that avoiding that situation as a whole is almost like putting a wall up to safeguard yourself. When that shouldn't be what you take away from it. Honestly, at the end of the day, relationships will fail. Relationships will have negative effects. But you know what you should do instead of learning to like completely close yourself off and say, hey, I'd never want that, is to learn from those relationships you see fail, find out why they failed so that you can take that lesson and portray it and what is the word I'm trying to say? And
You're doing so good.
I know. And bring it into your own life so that when you are in a relationship, you now have that lesson to make sure that it doesn't happen to you.
Yeah.
And that you can live happily ever after.
Yeah, I mean, just like trying to live with the least amount of pettiness possible throughout your day is gonna be the best.
Disney lied. You ever think about how Disney lied? Like a bitch literally went to sleep and woke up married to a prince. Oh, imagine. Where's Maleficent? Put me to sleep now. I could be asleep and wake up to a man kissing me and I'm in love. Oh.
Would you just watch some like stand-up routines from 2012? What was this? What just happened?
I don't know. I had a moment, an inkling, a spark. Why is it so hard for cis queer men to take me, a trans man, seriously? Like, I am equally as much of a queer man as them. Why do they act so disgusted with me wanting to be in a relationship with cis men? Like, I'm so over being told I'm in straight relationships with extra steps. Help. Would you like to start? Would I?
Oh, because gays f***ing suck ass. You know what, though? You know what a gay man is? A red-blooded gay man is still a shitty man. Ooh! The just blatant misogyny that exists with gays because they have to compete with someone else that knows themselves better is so f***ing annoying, and I'm sorry you have to deal with that.
I also think that there's a great area when it comes to relationships because people, especially gay men, are gonna go straight to the idea of sex. And what they're gonna think of when that is a thought process is genitalia and that kind of area, which for trans people, you're at a disadvantage unfairly. It's something that shouldn't really be taken consideration.
Points are stacked against you.
It is. So I think when the focus is so heavily on sex and not emotion and physical love for the person, that's where you're coming into an issue. It's not necessarily because you're trans, it's because welcome to being a queer man, baby.
Welcome to the community. It sucks.
It sucks. Congratulations. We welcome you with open arms. It's burning here. We're on fire.
Yeah, I am sorry. That's really shitty that people are kind of like diminishing your reality. That's not fun. I'm sorry that you're in that situation though.
Just turned 21. What are some of the best ways to stay safe in bars, clubs, dungeons?
Stay home.
Don't put your drink down and walk away.
Don't put your drink down and walk away.
Make sure that people are they're drugging the girls, they're drugging the guys. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Kevin, a perfect question for you. How can I connect to more neurotypicals as an autistic person?
I actually like haven't figured this out yet.
Really?
I mean, just like I'm just always like a step behind when it comes to like the emotions other people are feeling.
Are you actually autistic?
Yeah, we got probably some flavors in there.
Oh my god, I guessed! Look at me. Wait, I'm not done making it about me. I'm great. I can't believe like I thought that.
You can't believe you thought that? You didn't put the pieces together until now?
I might have a little bit of autism. Now I'm jealous. Now I want to make it a good thing about me by saying I'm autistic too. Jesus, I'm autistic!
My problem is that when I meet an autistic person, I relate to them and then I don't know they're autistic. And every time someone's like, yeah, so here are my things, I'm autistic. And I'm like, oh, I would have never guessed because I act like that. I don't know. I'm like, find more autistic friends and then make a plan. Really strategize and figure out how to connect with the normals. That's what I would do.
Where do I lie?
What?
I don't know, making it about me again.
Go to the next question, you stupid video.
How does an introvert make plans with a new partner? I feel so anxious being the first to suggest things.
Stop it. Stop being anxious.
That's literally what you said about you before.
And guess what I have to stop doing? Being anxious. It's stupid. There's this back and forth, right? Because as an introvert, you're like, I want other people to make the decisions because I don't think I'll make the best decision. So then you put it on them, and then they're like, why doesn't Kevin ever make a decision? It's like he's half-assing it. It's like he's just ready to leave anytime because he's not putting in any effort. So you kind of just have to stop and realize that like your lack of faith in yourself is yours alone, and the other people are just waiting you to suggest a thing you like, and just do it. You have to trust that if someone doesn't like doing something, they're gonna tell you and you just don't do that again.
And then like the non-way of healing yourself is like just find somebody that makes suggestions and never fix yourself.
Also like mini golf.
I'm a hopeless romantic who wants to be with someone and be loved, but also, damn, please never talk to me and leave me alone. Writing this out makes me realize I'm just a house cat.
I mean, I keep suggesting the same thing where it's like, create a space you're really comfortable in and then bring people to that. But the hopeless romantics, y'all don't make sense to me. Y'all seem like you're wasting your time.
But we might be. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You might be wasting your time and you might end up alone, but lucky for you, sounds like you like being alone a lot like me. Unless you end up coming across someone you end up falling head over heels for.
If I was a hopeless romantic, I think I would do my best to like make the events that I'm putting on or the show that I'm doing like as fun as possible for me. So if it doesn't work out or if something doesn't happen, I'm still like enjoying myself.
When you talk, something happens after like the fifth word where like it becomes Charlie Brown.
I unfortunately suffer from being incredibly avoidant, and so whenever my relationships work out, it's because the other person is doing 100% of the legwork. Oh, sorry.
No, it's not. Like, what you're saying is valid. I don't know why I can't pay attention to it. I think
you don't know why
smart.
You can't pay attention?
I really am having such a hard...
Scientists remain divided. I'm talking, and it turns into the Charlie Brown trombone womp womp womp, and you're like, how can I make this about me and the fact that I'm attracted to everyone? That's what's going on.
Yeah, okay, you know, like, it's like, I want you guys to point out in the video, when Kevin's talking, I'm looking at him, at what point have I stopped understanding what he's saying? And then I start panicking, being like, I have to respond.
You don't.
And I don't know what
you
he's
actually
saying.
don't have to say anything.
And you know what? There's proof, because twice now I've been like, all right, next question. I don't know what you said, but I hope it was good. I mean, it's so bad. My ADHD or ADD, whatever the hell that is so bad. I'm trying so hard.
We know.
To just talk to you.
We're screaming it out loud. We know.
Because you speak very literally and very like intelligently, but then you'll use a word I don't know, and then I'm lost. It's what derails me. Because then when you say that word, I start thinking, what does that mean?
You can ask me to
where am I
define
going? Wait, where did I hear that word the first time? And then you've already said a bunch of stuff in the middle, and I had missed it. So now I'm like, what's going on? You haven't put me on anything on your channel. Why? Why haven't I been on one stream? You've been on like 3 YouTube videos now.
I don't make YouTube videos as much as you do.
But like, invite me on a stream, bitch.
Okay, come over.
No.
Girl, my BF can't...
Louder.
Girl, my BF can't make me...
I said louder, not gayer.
Girl, my BF can't make me finish, and it's kind of pissing both of us off. This is my first time having sex and doing any sexual stuff, really. I've never done self-pleasure either because I was always uncomfortable with touching myself, so I don't know what makes me tick. Any tips at all? Sorry. This is kind of not safe for work, but you guys talk not safe for work all the time. So I think I'm good.
It's the pacing of how you speak. I just realized what it was.
My BF can't
You speak very slow.
finish. It's kind of pissing both of us off. I'm sorry. I talk slow?
Wait, what did you say? I missed the whole thing. What's the question?
They are very unexperienced with sex. They're having trouble finishing with their partner, and it's frustrating them, and they just like don't know what to do sexually. They just like don't know where to even begin.
So they don't know how to come, their boyfriend can't make them come, and they want to learn how to come.
Vice versa.
Great. So...
Or you can f***ing listen the first time.
I would, but you take so long to get there!
No, they're on my side. You're dumb. Answer the question.
You don't know how to jerk off?
You don't know what gender they are.
You know how to finger yourself? You gotta learn how to get yourself off, because if you don't learn what you like, you're not gonna be able to communicate to your partner what you like. You gotta really spend time with yourself. When you said, I'm not, what did they say? I was always so, you see that, bitch? I was always so uncomfortable with touching myself. That's the problem right there. You gotta learn about your own body so that someone else can understand it too.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it takes a little bit of patience where you just have to kind of learn what you like. It took me a while to kind of figure out my taste level because I remember watching porn being like, well, I guess this is what people do and what they like. And that's really not my vibe. I'm not so much someone who, you know, I'm not a size queen. I'm not the person who wants to like, you know, choke somebody out. I'm more of a gentle lover, if you will.
I've also learned, I learned in 3 seconds because I learned how to have sex through blurry screens on the TV. It's static, but like you might catch a boob every 5 minutes.
You would.
If you have a partner, you should be able to explore too. That should be like a benefit for you. Like spend time finding out what you do like and what you don't.
Just know that like, it doesn't mean everything. So you can just like chill out a little bit. Just like, hey, touch yourself a little bit more. Just do it sometimes. This is your friend Kevin signing on saying, I give you permission to touch yourself. Don't do this.
The next time you don't stop talking, I'm gonna hurt your ass.
I've been single for 8 years and always get so close to a relationship with someone, but it never reaches that point. So I feel hopeless and helpless. It honestly really depresses me. How can I finally reach that point with someone again?
I will say just patience, because what you're dealing with, a lot of us deal with, and that's something I wouldn't take personally. And don't let it bring down your confidence. Understand that everyone's going through it. Doesn't matter how pretty you are, doesn't matter what your gender is. Dating nowadays, it's hard out in these trenches.
Yeah. Like every time something doesn't work out, just like spend some time with yourself and make sure you check in and know that like you're good.
Yeah. Or you might really suck and then like work on that. When do you know the relationship is over?
You know.
The second they start doing little things that you hate. The second someone like, they'll cough and you'll be like, I wanna kill them.
Yeah, like the moment your partner gives you the ick. Yeah.
Well,
probably. And
that might not mean that it's like it's over. That might mean that it's in danger. Because you can work on it and bring the spark back. Because your partner should be somebody that could like shit with the door open and you find it cute somehow.
At a certain point, yeah.
At a certain point. But like if that person like, I'm saying if they do trivial things. Like if them getting a plate and bringing it over to the table bothers you. If them doing taxes bothers you. Like if you're finding a reason about every little thing they do, it might mean that if it's not over, it's in danger of being over soon.
Yeah, I mean, generally I'd say the moment you can imagine the relationship being over, it's over.
That's really good.
No, but I don't necessarily agree with that all the time because a lot of people are insecure and they think everyone hates them. And it's like, no, diva, you just need to calm down a little bit. It's fine, actually.
Also, breaks are fine to do.
Yeah.
Like, take a break, establish the rules for the break, otherwise you end up with a Ross and Rachel situation.
I love how you're advocating breaks, but also you will not do anything but monogamy.
No, because if I'm on a break, you still can't sleep with other people.
That's not a break.
That's time apart. But it doesn't mean you can other people.
So it's not a break.
That's time apart.
So you would never go on a break. You would go on time apart.
For me, that's why I just said establish what the rules are for the break.
Okay.
And I'm not a good sell for everybody. I'm a unique situation, Kevin, and you're gonna make me cry.
That was a lot of explanation for something I think is kind of a silly process for just elongating a breakup, but okay. What you just did?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
What do you mean? Really?
I genuinely think you just like circled the drain and explaining.
Imagine being in a relationship. You wanna know what I'm like in a relationship? I once got into a car and yelled at a man. Yelled at him. I said, this is what we do. We're loud, we yell, we scream, because we're Italian and we get that passion out. I yelled at him straight for 2 hours. The second he raised his voice, I said, you better watch your tone with me. He looks at me and says, get the f out of my car.
Yeah.
You know what's even funnier? I left my phone in his car.
Yeah.
And I had to go on Facebook and be like, can you please come back and give me my phone? And the comments would be like, why are you single? Because I'm nuts. It's because of traumas.
Okay, and when are we gonna get over that?
But I also think, and what we are saying is there are things that you have to go out in order to meet a person.
100%.
However, there are things that people will go through in their lives that will define who they are forever. You can work through them in therapy, and you'll even learn that in therapy. How do you deal with that? By setting boundaries for yourself, and that's what we're doing.
What I think is interesting is that you are hard on the boundaries, but I haven't yet heard you talk about like being around people you trust.
That's part of the boundaries.
Because right now, like, your phrasing, just the way I'm hearing it, is very like, I have to put these guardrails up so I can stay protected. Meanwhile, I'm like, what if we aim for people that we can just like open our heart to and trust, so that less guardrails have to be put up and they can help heal you and learn how to like reintegrate yourself into...
Great, love and hear what you're saying. But what I'm saying is when it comes to something like situational, like being open and other stuff, that's not being between just you and one other person to work on those intimate problems. It's bringing in other people and their issues, and that's what I'm safeguarding. I'm not safeguarding myself
and
from other people.
The gays are difficult to work with in
exactly my point. And I like this debate we're having. I think it's healthy because we're probably saying two sides of the coin.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I think it's healthy for people to say. However, what I'm just trying to get that.
No, I've never said you're wrong.
And I never said you're wrong.
Roll the tapes back on that one.
What happens when you start to fall for a friend? It seems like you'd want to be with someone you could see as friends, but then you risk making the friendship weird if they don't reciprocate. That's Russian roulette, baby. You have to pick. You have to say, is this somebody that I value their friendship with more than my desire to want to be in a relationship with? You have to be able to decide that. Hopefully, you know, in a perfect world, that you'd both be mature adults that can communicate and work things out normally. The success rate on that isn't as high as it should be.
It's not as high as it should be. I mean, when you feel like you're in the friend zone, it's because there's no that like lack of trust there where you're like, I don't know if they're here forever. And so when you have that friend where you're like, we're ride or die, you could express these feelings and it wouldn't really matter because you have the history and the friendship there. And it's always difficult because it's like, what are we?
It's also more confusing in the queer community because we our friends.
I was just thinking about that because I was like, I have many friends that have and are like fine with, and then I've also had friends that have and now it's weird and we don't talk anymore. And I'm like, it's literally like a 50-50 situation depending on them. But again, I'm avoidant, so I love to ghost. I just love to not text someone back.
I don't my friends unless I know that we could both be mature about it. The only reason I wouldn't be mature about it is if because I secretly had feelings for them that I wasn't vocalizing.
Yeah.
I've been on 4 awesome dates with this baby lesbian. We click, but I've also talked about taking things slow. As a more experienced lesbian, this is the longest I've gone without someone making a move or making the relationship exclusive. Where do I go from here? We're both 22 and a bit neurospicy.
I'll take this one. Move over. No. Patience. I don't think a relationship can move too slow unless someone feels like they've got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That's different. When someone just is like new to it, I know that I was a really late bloomer and I like just did not know what I wanted as a gay person. And so having someone next to me just being like, you want to try X, Y, and Z? Would have just made me feel very comfortable and very nice. So it's like I think patience is the key here. But you're both so young. You're young.
Patience and up in communication.
Yeah.
You really have to be able to not only know what you want and what you expect at your timeline, to be able to share that, vocalize that, hear them when they say what they want, with the pace they want to go at, and then what you guys do, once you both know what you both want at your own paces, you find a happy place in the middle. You find a way to meet each other 100% on the 50-yard line. That's what you got to do.
Oh, they're lesbian. They'll get a sports reference. Okay, never mind. I was gonna...
How does one go about hooking up in a small town? See, let me get this out of the way because I'm about to give you bad advice. What I would do is I took my TomTom. Those don't exist anymore. TomToms were our GPSs, our portable GPSs.
Oh no.
So I'd put that in and I would drive 2 hours to an undisclosed location to a man's house that I met on a chat room that I only had one poorly pixelated JPEG from, and then I would go in his house and have them do unspeakably terrible things to me, no matter what they looked like, because I drove 2 hours, because I was too afraid to be with somebody in my hometown. So, any advice, Kevin?
What? Yeah, that is really bad advice.
I have a 45-minute video I need to send you.
This is where like the queer experience becomes so fucking shitty and nuanced, just because it's like when you're in a small town, you're risking your safety by being, you know, the that you actually are.
Don't shit where you eat.
That's
what I say.
It's not shitting.
Baby.
A relationship with someone is not necessarily shit on the floor.
You just looked at me as a queer man and said hooking up is not shitting. Mama, let me tell you something about this town. They paint in the walls. But shits. It's shits. But shit, Kevin. Sometimes it happens. Get over it.
Uh-huh.
Does that ever happen to you? You ever shit on somebody?
No, because I'm a winner. I'm here to play. A bombshell has entered the villa. You know what I'm saying?
By a male who has only dated women. How do I start a relationship with a man? Well, first thing you have to get out of your head is thinking that men are easier than women. Both genders have their difficulties. Because my ex-girlfriend, and she used to be like, I'd be like, you're crazy. And she'd be like, I'm crazy because you make me crazy. I'm like, that sounds crazy. I started dating men. I called that bitch. I apologized. I said, you right. Because they make you crazy. Anyway, in a different way. They use your own tricks against you. It's
also,
crazy.
You've already got like the holy grail. You're attracted to women. That's the only thing I've ever wanted in life. I don't know why you're like switching over to the other team.
Shut up.
Shut up. I'm kidding.
Stop trying to be accepted by Twitter.
Doesn't a man just want like a blowjob and then just to be tucked in at night and said like, oh my god, it was so large, goodbye?
But men want that, but men don't like being treated like that.
Oh, I think they do. I treat my men like babies.
Well, sometimes it's confusing for bi men because dating a man and dating a woman, those are very different forms of relationship, which makes bi dating hard. It makes it all confusing. Like the rules always change, so it is hard to adapt to.
I guess so. What I do when I want to attract a man is I go up nice and close, I meet them face to face, and I get my hand and I swing underneath, squeeze their balls 3 times, and I say,
nails. Look at those f***ing nails. Get them out of my face. Did you feel the heat coming off there?
Yeah, it's real hot.
Tips to reconcile a high libido with the desire to have a deep emotional connection with someone.
How's it feel? How's it feel to live my dream? How's it feel, bitch? Are you kidding me? You know how much I would fucking love to just like have sex whenever I want and not need any time to like recharge or just like, oh, you know what? I did legs today, so I'm actually not feeling it anymore. Do you know how easy your life is compared to the people who actually have to take a pill when they want to stay a certain way?
You do? Do you?
Occasionally.
Really? Work. You know what my problem is? I'm not one of those people that can schedule sex. Like it has to be right now, otherwise, because like I can't be like, oh, Tuesday at noon. Like, how do I know I'm gonna be horny then? I don't. Yeah. I can't have sex sober, so I'm in therapy. See, that's what I mean from before. You're like, you're not working through it. No, baby, I am. We are in heavy therapy on medications.
Who is that?
I don't know. Some people think it looks like a Reese.
Oh, that's transphobic. That's a man.
No, it's a woman.
Uh-oh.
Good and evil, you have a choice of who you want to be. A demon version of you or an angel version of you. And there's going to be an I here with a little paragraph because it's like, this is my addiction tattoo.
Neither of those are you.
No, but they're like...
Those are ladies.
Yes, angels.
So I've been told.
An angel and a demonic version of the same person.
I do like it.
A strong woman.
And you lost me. What's your typical age you think is best to start seriously dating? Like, this is my soulmate kind of dating. You gotta know yourself, Dave. Like, you have to know what you want and your dreams before you can apply that to someone else's life.
Sorry, I started looking at myself in the monitor. I didn't hear a word you just said.
If you just want to like shut the hell up for 5 seconds, I'll take it.
No, go ahead.
But you can't be gasping in the background.
I'm sorry, no, because I got scared because I was like, I did it again. I don't mean to. I really don't mean to. I'm
you're
sorry.
Always like, I'm bi, and I'm like, where? And then you do shit like this, gasping for air, and I'm just like, that's a he's gay. That's a bi man.
Why, do you normally think I'm straight?
When was the last gay thing you did? I don't think you're just straight, I think you're straight and annoying, which is almost gay, but not gay.
Work.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, like when was the last gay thing you did?
2 months.
Yeah.
But I was always on drugs.
Not 2 months. You see that?
Here's a fun fact though. I've only ever had sex with men while I was on drugs. Women are the only ones in my life I've ever been able to have sex with sober.
That's very like gay for pay coded.
45-minute video. Y'all know. He doesn't know, but y'all know.
I don't know. I don't research. I wasn't ready to do like this is my soulmate kind of dating until I was like 29, and I'm 31 now. So it it took me a while to learn what I wanted and what my expectations were, and that's kind of the thing. Once you're whole in here.
Once you grow up, you'll be ready. You gotta wait till you're grown up. Until you're grown up, you ain't ready.
Yeah,
and when will that be? It's different for everybody. Done, Kevin. That's done.
You gotta be whole in here to enter
fill that
someone's
hole back there. You gotta be whole in here to fill that hole back there. Make him dance.
Make him dance?
Make him
I
dance.
actually don't know how.
Kevin, shut up and make him dance. You really can't make him dance?
No, I don't spend my day doing that.
I hyper-focused. What? Feels like he's the man of my dreams, but he's not that affectionate. Will this get better over time, or is it me being too clingy, touchy-feely?
You, diva. It sounds like he doesn't care all that much. If he's not affectionate, it sounds like you're putting in all the effort and all the imagination.
Hello? Oh, it's the call coming from inside the house. That's the whole bit. That's the bit I was setting up. That's the whole point. I just wanted to say it. Then he waddled away, waddle, to the very next day, bum 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 bum.
Go put this back, you hack bitch. Your little canned sentences, your bits. Get out of here.
Hello? Oh, my confidence? You've left early. Was something wrong? Oh, you were being attacked? By who? Well, is this gonna be an HR issue? Should we call somebody? Do we need to get legal involved? Well, I hope we can avoid that. We'll come into my meeting tomorrow. Girl. Who was it? No. You know what? I've had problems with them too. They're f***ing nail polish. I know. Like, pick a shade that matches. What are we, Donald Trump's eye bags? Eat something, take a hot shower, rest, take the rest of the day off. We'll get this sorted out. Sorry, I had to take that.
Like you bring in props.
Oh, baby, yaka yaka. Yuck. Is that it? Was it yaka yaka or
Waka waka.
Oh, I combined waka waka with yuck. Uh-oh, here's one that hits a little too close to home. How do you combat the feelings of being used?
So much in gay culture, more lust after you lose weight, or seem even happier, or for sure have more money.
So basically, how do you combat the feeling of being used when in our culture, there are people that just like you for how you look, or for how much money you have, or shallow things like that?
Yeah, why do you want their approval though? Like, why do you want to be around them?
Maybe it's the fact that you don't know how to write a sentence.
Oh, baby, you can't read a sentence. You have no excuses.
Oh my god, my confidence? What are you doing calling me back so soon? Girl, he left an email.
You wouldn't read it even if he did. Yeah, I mean, people suck, but you gotta surround yourself with people who don't make you feel stupid, and you gotta surround yourself with people you actually enjoy being with.
Coming from the guy who loves to make people feel stupid.
When? Name one. Name a time I did that.
Hello, my confidence?
What's a good way of meeting someone who wants more than a hookup besides app? Whoa, hookup besides app?
Right,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Or, at the very least, not flaky as hell.
I need... Hi. Commas? Oh my god! You didn't show up for work today.
We gotta get the phone out of here, Diva.
I think this is never gonna leave.
Uh-oh. I have bad news. Kind of a lot of our advice is just like, hey, you're doing great, but also touch some grass. Like,
yeah, I know.
It really is like, oh
communication. We're getting a lot of where do I meet people? How do I make friends in a city
Get a hobby.
I just moved to?
Get a hobby. Go like paint some pottery. Go scrapbooking. Like do a softball league. Dungeons and Dragons with a DM that you know. Like get a hobby.
Jerk off,
How do
smoke
I
some
meet
weed, and
people?
forget about it.
No, that's bad advice. That's gonna keep you inside forever, and he's very lonely. Find a hobby. That's how you meet people. That's how you do stuff. That's how you find your interest. Get a hobby. Or join my book club.
No.
I want to answer.
Well, it's hobby. Be nice.
Who?
Hobbies.
Hobbies?
Hobbies.
The personification of hobbies is on the phone.
You said get a hobby, and they called.
Why?
They want to talk.
And?
Because it's for them.
It's for me?
I don't know, the bit died a while ago, Kevin. I'm so
know.
scared, I just try to keep going. You told me not to touch the phone, Kevin, and now all I want to do is touch that phone.
I think the bit with the phone is hilarious. You should keep going.
Hilarious. Who is that?
I don't know.
Hilarious.
Someone annoying. I'm deeply in love with my ex.
I know who that is. It's Stolas' wife from Hell of a Boss. Hilarious.
He's been trying to call her all f***ing month and it's hilarious!
haven't seen that.
Sorry, I had to say it. I need to be medicated. I'm having fun though.
I'm glad
In the
you're having
beginning,
fun.
I had to like loosen up a little bit. I feel like my personality took poppers, and now I'm here.
Uh-oh.
My personality, baby.
When does the headache start?
Oh, that's for other people, not me.
Okay. I do like this one though, it's spicy. I'm deeply in love with my ex, but I've been in a new relationship for almost 3 years and I don't know what to do. Please help. Edit. Yes, my ex still loves me too, and I'm in my 20s for a little more context.
So why'd you break up? If they're your ex and you both love each other, why did you break up? Why did you get in another relationship with somebody else when you still love someone else?
I think you should let your ex your now partner, and then when they are both sitting on the bed kissing, you just like sit back and you just like smile and look at them. And then you guys play tennis.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Aren't you single? Been single for years, no boyfriend, no girlfriend to ever show in a video like Mac has a boyfriend. I don't know if Reese has one.
She's a husband.
I've never seen you date anybody. I've heard about the girlfriend that you've had before you came out as bi. This is all just one run-in sentence. Yeah, so why do you have any qualifications to be giving advice on anything? Also, why are you claiming to date so many people when you are in fact single and so lonely?
So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe for other videos. I put them out weekly, usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but sometimes I'm late. Just like your mom. Kevin, where can people find you?
Coward.
Amazing.
What a
Well, everybody,
coward.
thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like it.
Also, what's this comment saying? Why do you have such a tiny penis?
That's not there. You're a little liar.
Why are they asking that? Why are your fans asking that? Also, says something about your father not loving you.
Thank you for watching. As always, I'm MikeMGTV, and you are fucking welcome. Goodbye.